Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we are, it is the Team Liquid Open number 19. So now I got a Zerg versus Protoss here on Zellnaga Caverns, and it is Ret from Team Liquid to play against the Danish Protoss player Soritoen, or like he is called on the brackets. Oh, where was he? Let me just find him. Ziny. So AA Ziny or Soritoen. So I'm just going. So apparently he knows me. And he likes my stream. So he's getting this one as well. So yeah, ZVP it is, Zellnaga Caverns. Ret, of course, the godfather of 200 supply, basically. And we have Bumblebee in here also. He's the team manager for Team Liquid. So very high profile guests in here. And he's saying something in Korean. I'm not sure if he's talking about the weather or something to eat or something else, but apparently he knows what he's talking about. So, there is a Ziny building his gateway, getting his gas, should be building a second pylon pretty soon. There we go. What is Ret doing? Ret is going for the spawning pool. Here's the extractor finished. And still, why did I say that Ret is the godfather of 200 supply? Because back in the days when Ret announced that he's joining Team Liquid and then he's going to Korea pretty soon, etc., etc., he was still learning the game, but he was improving so fast. And I casted a series, for example, the finals of a Craft Cup once, where he played against Braddock in the finals, and the speed, how fast he was able to get to 200 supply was absolutely insane. His creep spread and his ability to just macro up stuff so fast is so impressive. That's why I'm a real big fan of Ret. So yeah, looks like I am happy to cast his games. So not too worried after all that Czech is out of the tournament. So there, Ziny is mining from 2 assimilators. Right about now, there is the Zealot raiding, of course, needs to watch out. Red is not attacking the Cybernetics core, he's just raiding here. Maybe wants to lure out the Zealot, but Red is on top of his things now, moving in with a second pair of Zerglings. Now this probe wants to get up here, but it will not be able to do so, not too successful. Now this sentry is raiding, and he's repelling the Zerglings with the Zealots and the sentry right now. We don't see any more gates, but now we see some interesting things coming up. It is a Stargate for Ziny. What's up here with this hatchery? Hatchery is not doing too much at the moment. There we see 5 roaches, 5 drones and 3 more drones getting transferred over here. We see 2 more gateways in production, so 3-gate Stargate it is. I like this position here with the Stargate because now Red is moving in with a Sacrificial Overlord. He scouts a 1 gateway and he pulls back for the moment. He does not try to move in to scout for another gateway, so he just moves out of this base once again to scout another time. Now Lair is coming up here for Red. He just got 10 more Zerglings on the field, adding some more drones, and this is what I really like. He's not just like, oh, I need to go 5 million drones, and then when I have 180 drones, I'm going to build 20 Zerglings. Red is like, I built some units just in case, to be safe, to apply some pressure, and then I'm going to build some drones behind it. Very good first attack. Was he able to kill a sentry? And no, he was not able to kill a sentry, but the good thing he did, he just forced a lot of force fields of this. So now for the moment it looks like he might go for the 3-gate expand. Still, he's got this Stargate here in the back, the Void Ray there. is out right now, but this Overlord came in here once again. The Overlord spotted the Void Ray, so that's why we're going to have some more Overlords, another Queen in production, and as soon as this layer is finished, which is right now, we should see some additional tech up here by Ret pretty soon. There is this Void Ray, the Void Ray is moving out. The Overlords getting pulled back? No, because there are no more Overlords on the field. This is just this Queen here. Queen most likely are waiting already to just welcome this Void Ray, and here it is. At the same time, he's moving out with quite a lot of sentries, some of those Zealots, and the Stalker right now to the natural expansion. There is the Void Ray getting repelled by the Queens, and Red deciding to go for 6 more Zerglings drones. I'm not so sure if it's the correct decision, because here are the forces of Zynie moving in, 4 Hydras in production. Now there are so many sentries, 4 sentries, 4 Zealots, a Stalker, and a Void Ray. Now a second Void Ray is moving in. Of course the Hydras will have a good range in about, let's just say, 45 seconds. And now here the Red is using his drones trying to take out the sentries, because if he's able to take out the sentries, there should be no force fields available anymore for Zynie. Now sentries going down, it looks like all sentries will go down. Now here are more Queens and more Hydras popping out any second now. Still, the Zealots do quite a good job at taking out more and more of those Queens and drones. Still, Red is buying himself some time. Gets 3 more Hydras and a Zergling in production. Now, this Hydralist is trying to take out the Void Ray, and the Void Ray is not going down because the Phoenix just pulled it up in time. Another Zealot, another Hydra was able to take out the Void Ray. So now for the moment it's just 4 Zealots and 2 Phoenixes, and this should be enough for the remaining Hydras and Zerglings to take out those units. Now here those Phoenixes will need to get pulled back pretty soon. They try to kill some more Overlords, but the creep spread is a little bit too much. So, this was an entertaining attack. It was very, very close, but the way Red handled this with the use of his drones to just take out the sentries was quite impressive. So let's take a look at the harvester count. And even though Red lost 16 drones, he's already in the lead in terms of drones once again. So here are 3 Phoenixes, there are some more gateways coming up. Do we see any additional tech? Robo Twilight Council? No, it is just gateways and Stargate units. And what can you do against gateway and Stargate units? Basically you can build Hydras and Zerglings, because with those units you should be in a good position. The Hydras get picked up here. They get taken out. Another Hydra is getting picked up. Let's take a look at the production tab. We see some Spore Crawlers now in the making. The Queen is getting picked up. Not sure if the Queen is going down or not. And yes, the Queen is going down. Another Queen needs to be built here by Red. There is this hatchery though on the low ground already coming up. And Zynie is just whopping in more Stalkers, more Zealots. Does not have so much gas left. Because of the fact that all those Phoenixes out there, Red lost quite a lot of Phoenixes. Now he is behind 2,400 resources already, which is quite a bit considering that we are only 12 minutes into the game. And at the same time, Zynie is trying to move in here in the back, but now there are enough Hydras to do some damage, but it looks like he wants to pick up those Hydras anywhere. But there are the Phoenixes taking quite some damage, and yes, he's able to pick up more of those, but keeping the Phoenix number low is quite an accomplishment already. Still, he needs to watch out for all those gateway units. One good thing about this is that there are not too many Zealots and not any sentries at all. There we see more pylons coming up. The +1 attack is getting researched for Zynie, as well as those Phoenixes. Here we see 5 of those Phoenixes, and she's getting more of those Phoenixes. He's got enough energy to lift 4 units. There are no drones to get lifted up, so he needs to check somewhere else. Of course, the Overlord here in the safety of the Spore Crawler right now. We don't have a creep tumor here on the low ground just yet, connecting expansion number 1 and expansion number 2. Now there Zynie is moving out with his gateway units, going for a pylon at the front. At the same time, there are some Zerglings here in the back. They wanted to go for a run by, but they will only spot those pylons. But attacking here to take out some pylons is a good thing as well. Now at the same time some more phoenixes are here, and those phoenixes absolutely paying off. Here are some more stalkers and some zealots, 2 sentries moving in as well. Now Red needs to be very patient. He's got some roaches in production now. 6 roaches will be popping out here any second now. He needs to watch out that he will not get force fielded. On the other hand, Ziny needs to watch out that those roaches are coming out, and Red's just getting out those 14 roaches basically out of nowhere. This pylon was going down, so he's got the option to go for some more run-bys pretty soon. There we see those 6 phoenixes not doing anything for the moment. We see 6 more roaches, 4 more roaches in production. Looks like those roaches are now able to chase away those stalkers. By the way, Red already got the roach speed finished. He's halfway done on the ranged attacks. Gets 7 more overlords taking out a pylon. This pylon will not supply block Ziny. And there we might have a big engagement in the middle. Hydras here in the back doing some damage, but all those Hydras are off creep. Now it's up to the roaches to get to the front, take some damage, and allow those Hydras to deal some damage. Now here are some phoenixes, but those phoenixes might not be enough. They don't do enough damage. They just lift up a little bit, and all those phoenixes are about to go down, but so do the Hydras because of the stalkers here. And the Hydras not being on creep and not being able to run away. But now Red dealt with the threat of all those phoenixes. So what does Ziny have left? He's got the +1 on the stalkers, and he's got only stalkers right now. And this is a good thing to go for, because now he's adding more gateways. Aside from the robo, he's going for the robotic spade to just get out some colossi, but also going for the Twilight Consular. He's already able to mine here. At his low ground expansion, put up some cannons, but those cannons are only powered by this single Artosis pylon. And there we see some roaches taking out the rocks. Now Red, he is able to mine here already. The harvest account is telling us that Ziny is actually in a big lead in terms of harvesters, but still the army supply is looking way in favor for Red right now. 71 compared to the 52 at the moment. And looks like here the roaches moving back right now, doing a good job taking out some units, but the decision of Red to pull back is even better, because he knew, oh, if I would fight him there right now, I would not be in the best position. So, one interesting thing though, most of the time Red is doing a really good job at spreading the lava, but the lava has not been spread, at least here, between the main and the natural and the second expansion. Still, we got a ring of overlords, not a ring of fire over here. But another engagement in the second expansion, and there he's moving in with his roaches in the front and the Hydras in the back, already with the +2 attack. Now here's some stalkers. The stalkers do have the blink, but will it be enough? I'm not sure about the micro. He just moved in there, but was not using the stalkers to their full potential, and this base most likely is going down, and suddenly Red is just overwhelming the forces of Ziny. 164 to 71 supply. 3 minutes ago he was behind 10 supply, and now he's just destroying him after getting in a lot of trouble early on in the game, where he, oh yeah, I'm getting attacked, yeah, time to build more drones. In the end it worked out for him, so congratulations, and Red is advancing to the next round here. And he's got a next opponent, so let me try to get the next game too, because now he is playing against none other than Zenex1, the Korean Terran player.